Yo, what up? What up? It's me, Mike Hard. Let's go ahead and get up into the charts and things. Okay, yes, this is the week of February the 26th, 2024. I'm actually a little bit late getting on the charts because I dozed off right after work, so it is what it is. I wasn't able to get on here and get into the things. So let's go ahead and open a trading view here. And we're gonna look at what's going on. Okay. All right. So let's get into trading view. This is what we kind of mapped out last week a little bit. So let's kind of go do a little review, and I'll show you how I refined. There goes the box that we drew last week. And as you can see, during last week's review, as you can see, it ricocheted off of there and kind of went up to the zone in which I projected. Okay, let's scale down here so I can kind of show you how everything went down. Okay. All right. Down here on the 15 minute. This is the box that I drew last week during my last review. So as you can see, it did come down, tap into this box, and came up and hit this key level that we mapped out last week. Okay. So I ended up taking the buy up here and whatnot. Then I took a sell, and I took a sell, and then I was here on this day. I tried to take a buy up because I thought it was going to go ahead. But see, as you can see, the market came down, tapped me out right here. It whipped me out right below this red line. And then it proceeded to come up, create a small little trend line, and drop one more little teardrop on down. So on Friday, I was in this sale here, right here. I set the trade up, and then as it went into profit, I kind of stepped away from the computer, and I did like a set and forget. My SL was up here, and as you can see, price broke out of this real fast without me even knowing. Came up and popped it. All I know is my alert went off, and I was like, "Oh snap! My SL done hit and everything." So it is what it is. All right. But like I said, I did say price would probably get up here and probably start making its way on down, which it started to do. What I didn't recognize was on what day was that? Tuesday and Wednesday, right before London and right at the Frankfurt Open and everything, was the breaker structure that I totally missed right here. Okay, which should let me know that we was eventually about to break through this zone. All right, so boom, we're gonna go ahead and clear all this out. As a matter of fact, no, we're gonna keep our key zones, and we're gonna get rid of a couple of trend lines and things, so we can map out some stuff here. We'll keep our key levels. And we'll take out the high and the low today. All right. So now we kind of left with, where are we at? All right. Trying to see around my camera. All right. So we left with this right here. Okay. Now, take this off. We're going to take out this zone since it's already been mitigated. As they say, I don't know much about that. I'm just trying to use some of the words that some of the people be using. I ain't been trading in long. I ain't gonna sit and try like I'm some damn guru. Okay. Only been trading a year. Alright. So this is the daily chart. As you can see, gold is still in this range, this consolidation range and everything. daily chart. So we came down here, we tapped, we broke, hit 70 something, 1970 something, came up here, and we tapped in this area, okay? I was in the sale here on this doji, and as you can see, the price went up and broke through like we discussed. Let me see. So we're on the 4-hour chart here. So as you can see, Bryce is doing like a breakthrough, and then it's doing like a slight retest of this zone here as it's hitting out this candle here. Okay. What I'm expecting Price to do, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna draw this trend line here, right? Let's just draw it there. As a matter of fact, we're gonna get it to where it's touching wicks. At least we get to touch these wicks. Alright, so boom, this is the start of this. One, this is B, A, B, C. I'm expecting, in my prediction, since there's nothing really to stop Price from reaching up here to 2058, Price is going to tap up here probably to 2051 actually, before it starts to make its little trickle way back down here to this trend line again, probably to this little zone area or somewhere like that, where to try to tap it again, and then it'll probably fall a little bit below this zone. Just depends on what kind of gaps or things that is created, because as you can see, Price was right here, hit support, met resistance. As you can see, the resistance got hit 1, 2, 3, 4, broke through, came back through, became support, back to resistance. It broke through resistance, came back down below to hit support. We just broke through resistance again. So my prediction is that we broke through resistance last week. We're definitely going to continue upwards this week. So if you really zoom out on this thing right here, you can kind of see we are making structure up in this zone. Like we've been in this zone before, but it kind of just tapped up here. It wasn't, go back to the daily, we just kind of met up in this area. Now Price is creating structure in this area for us to be able to trade in this zone and everything. So that's the reason why I'm predicting Price to go up. I don't think it's going to go down, because like I said, we're kind of in a breakout mode, and then by this long candle here, candlestick wick here, some tells me that we're going to go up, you know. And we didn't go down last week, slamming down after what was that, CPI news the other week. We're going to definitely continue up, and then gold is a commodity, so therefore it's probably going to continue up moving forward. Okay, I don't expect any drastic drops unless something's going on with the economy or something like that. But as of right now, I'm looking for Price to get up to 2058. But first TP to probably be 2051 before it begins to fall back down. As you can see, we got a bullish candlestick here. There is a wick there, but as you can see, it's tapped off of a trend line. So let's continue on downward to the 1-hour chart. Now, right here on the 1-hour chart, as you can see, we got this long candlestick here. Price tried to push up. They pushed it back down, but now it's still starting to trickle its way on up. So, like I said, this could either fall straight down here, or it could trickle on up here to like 2037 and then begin to fall back down here. before it hits the demand zone, probably somewhere in here, because I see a gap here before it continues all the way back up, okay? With it being Sunday, or actually, now Monday, 1 a.m. in the morning, I'm expecting for the trend to actually continue from what it did on Friday. There's no reason why this should not continue where Friday started sending it. Just based off of what I've known Friday and Sunday, Monday continuation to do, this trade will probably continue on up to 2058 period. Okay, so let's scale down to the 30-minute chart and let's look at a few things. So as you can see, price came down. We're kind of in like the little gap area that price has created. We still have a little bit more to gap to fill down here. Price could very much so, because my prediction was price going to hit 2029 and probably begin to make its way back on up. If it doesn't start to make its way back on up, it may start to ascend around 2023, and it might be a good entry to go ahead and get on in and everything. But we're going to monitor it from here, okay? So as you can see, we're down to let's go to the 15-minute chart. So as you can see, the price is kind of creating like this little double pattern here. So there could be a continuation down a little bit more to somewhere in one of these zones. Maybe tap on this trend line and pop its way on up. Like I said, I'm looking forward to hit 2028, 2029, then possibly continue on the way up or come down to around 2023 and continue all the way up. Now, if it breaks this, then we're going to see a little bit of the downside from there, okay? So let's go ahead and mark the high of day and the low of day. Okay, so this was the previous high of day, and we're going to mark this previous high of day, and then we're gonna go ahead and let's just clone this. All right, so that's the low of previous low of day. We're gonna clone this, and we're gonna mark the high of day from Friday. Low of day. High of day. All right, I'm sorry. So that's that right there. Okay. Now I want y'all to understand. Y'all saw at the very beginning I had a trend line right here going here to here. It broke out of this trend line on Friday for it to go continue on the upside, okay? Remember I told you if trend lines break or whatnot, you can see, you have money and everything like that on the table. So that's kind of what happened here. Now, like I said, now that we know where the high of day and the low of day is, I expect for price to come and take out all of these before it continues to go up. At least the high of the low of the day. The previous low of the day might be a stretch to get all the way down there, but it is a gap here, so it could definitely come down here, trigger cat. Okay, so the potential for it to come out and take out the low of the day is very great, and we'll just readjust these every day. As you can see, we got like a downtrend that's happening right now, but I told you my target points. If I was to get in this, now that I can kind of solidify that this is an official uptrend, I'm not looking for any sales. I mean, I can sell, but for the most part, I'm going to be looking for demand zones to buy and everything. And so, this might be a zone that we're looking for a bounce off of right here. This could be a zone right here. And then also, one of these zones down here could be it too. But what we're going to do is we're going to draw this little puppy right here. Okay? And these are the zones that I'm going to be looking to take buys from moving forward in this week. Okay? But I need to look and see what price is doing. As you can see, it's creating like a flag here. Whatnot. I'm expecting for it to tap and maybe either start pushing out or even come trickle down, hit one of these zones, and then continue to push up. We will zoom this out. This is how this is looking now. You can kind of zoom these and see kind of what price does for the rest of the week. Now, let's go ahead and look at news and see what we have going on this upcoming week right here, because for those of you all that may not know, news plays a important part in trading. And so I'm just kind of scouring to see what kind of major news we have for the week. And let me just go ahead for this week. We got the quarterly growth rate happening this week. Europe has a lot of stuff going on, so it's going to be popping during the London session. Jobless claims this week. Core price index this week. So it's going to be some price movement happening, especially on Wednesday. I'm just kind of scouring through to see what's happening on the... Okay, so this is going into next week and everything like that. So it looks like this week have more so the jobless claims and the S&P Global. Also, like I say, they have the CPI stuff going on over in Europe and everything like that. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking at as far as with gold. That's my analysis for right now. I'm looking forward to hit one of these zones and for us to go on up to the upside and everything like that, up to 2058, 2051, 60 zone, somewhere like that. So these are the trades that I'm gonna be looking for this week. That does not mean I may not catch a retracement. on the sell side if I see it selling and stuff. But right now, based off of what price did last week, because we sold the majority of last week and then we had this blast on up to the break on to the upside. I'm looking for a price to continue on up for us to create structure on up here so we can continue to trade up in this zone area. Okay, there's a lot of downside that could potentially happen, but I'm not looking for that right now unless we break this particular trend line that we have right here. Then I'll be looking to see what price is doing. On the hourly, you can kind of see what's happening. This bearish candlestick may send it down here and then a pop up to one of these zones and everything like that. We have a fair value gap in here. So price could definitely come into one of these areas and then continue up. So we just have to be mindful. We don't really know what's going on. A lot of traders aren't even trading these zone areas because as you can see, this is what people consider as being choppy. But if you're a gold trader, this is what you're going to get, period. I mean, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is what it's giving. You got to trade what the market is giving you. Yeah, we want to get more pips. Yeah, we want to get out of this range. Yeah, we want to look a little bit more cleaner so we can, you know what I'm saying, get some better entries, be able to ride it out a little bit. But as of right now, this is what we got. This is what we got. I mean, I'm just saying. So we take these kill zones off here. We trade the market black. I just use the kill zones for me to look at the charts and everything. You can kind of see what's happening in the market. So today we went over, you know what I'm saying, marking up the trend line, also showing how it broke through a key level. The reason why it broke through because it had hit the zone more than 3 to 4 times, so therefore it should have broke. I didn't recognize it, so I ended up getting into a terrible trade, and so it caused me to lose a little bit of money, but it's okay because I stuck to my rules and everything. It tapped me out the high day. I probably could be, because my entry is at 2032, I could have broke even at this point in time right now. My entry was at 2032. It was at 2028. Yeah, 2028. So that's why I went into profit and then I let it go, and yeah, it continued on up from there. Actually, I was in this one right here, and it. So I should have closed that. I should have managed it a lot better, but I did. It is what it is. Okay. Just know that I love you all. Love you all. Yeah, it was a little bit of a late video, but it is like 1 in the morning. I did want to just get on here and talk about what I think is going to happen in the market. You know, I really love trading. I've only been trading for like a year, so don't hold me to the fire on my analysis and stuff because this is just what I see. You know what I'm saying? You may see what you see, but this is what I see. Okay? And we're going to go from there. Like I say, I'll be back on here sometime during the weekend. We're going to talk about a few more things. Just know that I love you all. Love you all. If you have not, hit that like, share, subscribe button. I will talk to you later. Okay? Bye.